Here's everything that we will need for our seafood stuffed bell peppers. We're going to need some bell peppers, the big ones. I got the lighter colors because those are a little bit sweet. The darker they are, the more festive and spicy they are. I got some cilantro, some mixed vegetables, some garlic, some breadcrumbs in Italian style, some mozzarella cheese, sliced onion, shrimp. You're going to need the ones that are peeled, no-tail, fresh. And we will also need some white rice, or you can use some Spanish rice to give it a little flair. So the first thing we're going to do is prepare our bell peppers. So we're just going to go about ½ an inch from the top of it, and we're just going to cut it off just almost like it's, you know, a top. We're just going to take it right off the top. Only about ½ an inch from the top. And when you open the bell peppers, it'll have the membranes and all of that, and we'll clean that out. The inside should look like this. We're just simply going to cut out any parts, make it look real clean, get the membrane and the little seeds and things out of there, make it look real nice. We'll dump that out, and then the top part, we're of course going to cut this off, and sometimes it just peels off, but mine wants to be difficult. And the top should look like this. Now we're not going to waste any of this. We're going to save these, and we're going to chop it up and put it inside of our mixture for the stuffing. But after you've cleaned out the inside, which this one was pretty clean, just take everything out. And then what you can do for your bell peppers, this one's positioned really well. It's cleaned out, but it sits. As you can see, it sits so I can stuff it. But there are other ones that, like this one, that is not going to sit. So what I'm going to have to do is shave off the bottom so that it can sit flat. And it might take you a little bit of adjusting, but see, now it sits flat. So do that with all of your bell peppers and prepare that. The thing we're going to do is we're going to boil some water, and we're going to take our bell peppers and just put those in there and push them down, let them soak for maybe 10 minutes or so that they become nice and tender. And now we can get the stuffing ready. Okay, in a pan that I put some olive oil in, I'm going to saute the garlic, a pound of the shrimp, clean, tails off, deshelled. The bell peppers that were on top of the bell peppers we cut open, I chopped those up, and onion. I'm going to saute those inside of a pan, and then I'm going to add the vegetables and rice later. Let that saute for about 3 minutes. I'm going to add some cilantro now that that is sauteing. I'm going to add some onion powder, some salt and pepper, and we're going to just season it to your liking, and then we'll add the rice. So sometimes last minute I decide to add more ingredients. So what I did was just took some cheese and put it on top, but this is all of the bell peppers, the onions, the cilantro, the shrimp, the rice, and, you know, onion powders, seasoning salt, whatever seasonings you like, season it to your taste. So I just put a little bit of cheese on top to give it a little more sticky stuffing. And now the bell peppers, they were sitting in the boiling water for about 10 to 15 minutes. Watch them so they don't get too soggy. And this is what they come, real tender. So the inside is clean, and all we're going to do is just take a spoon. I'm going to use an ice cream scooper and just stuff it with this in the inside. And don't be afraid, stuff it all the way up to the top. And we're going to do that with all of our bell peppers. So it looks real yummy, just like that. Place it so it still should be able to sit up. I'm going to take some Italian bread crumbs and just lightly sprinkle it on the top. And we're going to do that to all of the bell peppers. And we're going to let it go in the oven on 350 for 30 minutes. And then after that, we'll take it out, put some cheese on top of it. I recommend mozzarella cheese, but you can use any kind of cheese. And then we'll sprinkle some cheese on top after the 30 minutes and 350. And then it'll just let the cheese melt. That's it. And we will have a delicious seafood stuffed bell pepper. They're completely stuffed. They should look like this with the Italian breadcrumbs lightly sprinkled on top. We're going to put this in the oven for 350 for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, it should look like this. So we're just going to take some cheese and we're going to lightly put it on top. And then I decided to take a little bit of cilantro and just place that on top. We're going to do that for all of them. And then let them cook for about 5 minutes till the cheese is melted.